What's up, everyone, and welcome to ClearTalk. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Jews that are actually right now protesting, or have been protesting against the actions of what they consider Zionist Judaism. Just to show that, you know, in all this conversation about the greater Israel and all these aspirations of the extremism of Judaism, Zionism, or even when you talk about Iran, the extremism of Islam, or even Christian nationalism, Christian Zionism, the extremism of Christianism, it's always important to I think point out that not everybody is that extreme. So we're going to talk about this. Thank you very much for joining me here on ClearTalk. If you are new, welcome. If you are would like to check out more from the channel, please do so. Consider subscribing, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Get more videos in front of more people. If you'd like to check out videos from my other channels, JMD Drummer, JMDPLAY, JMD's Puzzle, that'd be amazing. If you would like what you see, consider subscribing and like, share, comment all over there too. That would be amazing. Help out those channels, help those grow as well. We are growing here. We are growing here. Right. I mean, right now we are sitting at 167. So that is like 10 or so, 15, just within the past couple of days. That's great. My target is 500 right now. That's the big goal. So if we can get to 500, that would be amazing. That'd be amazing. That would put me in a place where I could, you know, start to actually maybe just be earning a little bit off of just videos, to what extent YouTube would let me. But still, any kind of support that you might want to give, it would be very much appreciated as well. And to do that, there's Patreon there, $3. If you can spare $3 a month, you can support any of the channels that you would like to help grow those channels, help grow Patreon, help grow JMD Nation. Use one-time donations right here as well, if you want to do that. And donate whatever you want. But any contribution support you give, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And if you're returning, you're freaking amazing. You are amazing. Welcome back. Keep coming back, because you are what makes JMD Nation. All right. So what I have here, and this is upon this, because, you know, I've been going over here the past couple of days between the history of Israel, U.S. and Iran, talking about Christian Zionism, and talking about the greater Israel, and around the Pax Judaic conversation, conspiracy that seems to be more or less reality, or coming to reality possibly, at least than the attempt to it. I just want to reiterate that not all, when it comes to religions, and remember, I'm atheist, and so I walked away from religion, Christianity, about it's been about 15, 16, 18 years ago, 17 years ago. But it's just keep in mind that even every religion has its extremisms, but not everybody in the religion is extreme. Okay, and we got some good examples of that here. Here, and it is there. This is the Voice of Rabbis on X, and here is Zionist claim that criticizing Israel or opposing Zionism is anti-Semitic. That's what the claim is. It's what Israel always claims. You know, if you oppose Zionism, then you are anti-Semitic. You're opposing Judaism, you know, in general. Meanwhile, there's tens of thousands of Orthodox Jews gathered in New York to declare that Zionism. This was, of course, I think it was like yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday, but to declare that Zionism violates the Jewish faith. Zionism violates the Jewish faith and does not represent Judaism. That is incredible. All right, and here they are. That's incredible. That's incredible. You have Orthodox Jews gathering to basically protest what Israel's doing right now. And that's not the only. Here's another one here. Anti-Zionist Jews celebrating Purim yesterday in Williamsburg, South Brooklyn, New York, by burning, check this out, by burning the Israeli flag as an expression of hope to soon see a world free of the satanic movement of Zionism, a rebellion against God and the cause of bloodshed, endless wars, and hatred. This is from Jewish Voice. Okay, here is the burning. This is in Brooklyn from Jews of an Israeli flag in protest. This is how you have the freedom of speech. Freedom to denounce and protest your own government, or even a government that claims to represent you, yet you do not agree and oppose their ideology. This is incredible. It's incredible. Again, just showing, though, that not all Jews agree with the actions of Israel and their Zionist ambitions for a greater Israel. They're celebrating in the streets here.
The thing is, we can't do this all day. I mean, not all days, all the Zionist flag, bro, they have to go and fire. Non-stop burning.
That's incredible. It's crazy. Here we have from the Voice of Rabbis. The Zionist nation was born in 1948. We, the Jewish nation, were born thousands of years ago, not in Israel, but in the desert, when we accepted the Jewish religion. That is what being Jewish is all about. Orthodox Rabbi Yaakov Shapiro. Watch.
Our land is the United States of America. The Holy Land is a holy land, not a national homeland, because despite what it says in Israel's Declaration of Independence, our nation was not born there. They were born in 1948, and we were born a few thousand years before that in the desert at Mount Sinai when God gave us the Torah, in no country and no land. We have no national language. Lashon HaKodesh, the holy language, is reserved today for prayer and holy texts. Jews once spoke Aramaic. Jews speak today Yiddish, Ladino, whatever language. In the days of the Bible, we spoke Hebrew, but none of these languages, including Hebrew, ever made us into a nation. No land makes us into a nation, and we have no common culture. Our homeland, as the Bible calls it, Amoiledes, is the Torah, our religion itself. With the Torah, we are within our homeland. If we don't keep the Torah outside of its borders, we are dead. Our only mission as Jews is to be a Mamleches Kaihanim V'Goy Kodosh, a kingdom of priests and holy people. We always clung to the Torah, and we were proud to be Jews.
Wow. That That is incredible. That is incredible. Okay? You have a guy trying to express here that Judaism is not about a piece of land. It's not about Israel, that their homeland is within the scriptures. Their homeland is in the Bible, in the Torah, not in the land that was formed in 1948. That is so high of an understanding and a reasoning of spirituality and connection to your belief, to not be so shallow as to think that you need a piece of land in order to be Jewish. This is and that's the problem with any religion, where people take it to extremes, because they take it to the extremes in the most unserious ways, in the most shallowest of ways. This man is spitting here that we don't have a language. We Jews speak anything. In what language that our ancestors, biblical ancestors, spoke, most of them don't even exist anymore. But even to what degree they do exist, they don't represent their beliefs. It's incredible. It's the same thing when it comes to any other religion, Christian or whatever. The Christian nationalism thing, like, America is Christian. No, it's not. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with you being a Christian as being an American. That's just stupid. America wasn't founded on Christianity. It just wasn't. But you have people trying to make it a Christian, the nation Christian, like it's almost like they're jealous or something, or they want something to represent, like they need a piece of land or piece of territory to represent them, and that's to make like the Zionists do within Israel, and claiming what's prophetically and like biblically entitled to them or something. It's amazing. This is absolutely amazing and incredible to see. Again, showing that in your extremisms, and this is the same for Iran. You have celebration going on in certain locations over the actions of what's going on in Iran. And it's the same thing, okay? You have your extremist, and you have your more secular, or your more like deeper concept, a lot of which in Iran is still your more hardcore, like traditional hardcore, or even to some degree extremism going on still within Iran. And then those that left that, much like here with this Jewish community, not agreeing with what was going on within their homeland, have went elsewhere and have lived their life in a more secular way, or in a more non-fundamental way. And they might be excited, just like this community would probably be excited if Netanyahu was taken out of power in Israel. Those in Los Angeles or wherever, we've been seeing a lot of Iranian communities celebrating and stuff over Khamenei being assassinated, and him being out of power, at least to the degree that someone is, not in power right now. There's which is just causing the state to really just not have a head, and they're more an actual broken up, group now that's got individual commands going on in each little section, and so there's no head, but that even makes it even more dangerous and a bigger problem for us fighting them because of that. Because you can't have one person say, "Oh, we're done," because everybody is separated and everybody's has their own orders. That's the way the Iranian military was set up, and the way their directives were set up, and just so that if the head was taken out, it didn't matter. Everybody else would continue going, and that's the reason why Iran has continued to be able to strike, and has continued on, and is stating we won't stop, because that's how they're set up. But when we're talking in the same thing with the Christian community, you have your Christian Zionists that have a hardcore like rapture, end of days, Armageddon belief that they have to set it into motion, even though the Bible to the degree that you can you want to believe Revelations, it isn't something that we put into place. It's something that, the Bible says you will not know when I return. If you believe Jesus is going to return, the Bible tells you will not know. You can't set this into motion. This is a God's decision. This is, and to the point that people continuously think that they can start the apocalypse or something. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. But nevertheless, you have those extremisms in Christianity that feel that way. But not all Christians are like that. A lot of Christians are more reasonable and understanding and do not agree with that Zionist opinion and sentiment and belief that you have to engage in war. You have to kill people in order to bring about, the idea that you need to kill, you need to go against the 10 Commandments, which is fundamental to your belief system, in order to assist in the afterlife being brought into the fray. Like, it's we must go against God's will to bring about God's will. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, not everybody believes that way. And it's important to keep that in mind and not do the whole generalization when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to Judaism, when it comes to Islam. It's understanding that, and I feel this oftentimes lost. And there's this this narrow-mindedness that's shallow in Arab bad or Islam is bad or Jewish bad or Christian bad. And it's not that way. There are extremisms, just like when it comes to political parties. There are extremisms that are not best for the greater civilization at large, or the greater community at large, or the greater nation at large. And I just wanted to keep that in mind and point that out, that not everybody is happy, go lucky with the actions that Israel is doing, or that they are pulled, and pulled is even not even accurate at this point, because at this point, the U.S. is happily engaging, or Trump administration is happily engaging in this. Again, probably just to cover his own ass, but nevertheless. Anyway, I just wanted to keep that. But I have one more fun thing for you, though. Because not only do fellow Jewish communities agree with Israel, apparently nature doesn't either. Watch and enjoy. I come across this and I just thought it was pretty telling. Pretty telling. That, you know, maybe God is maybe your God is saying something here. Just saying. Or at least somebody's God is. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, again, just understand the nuance and understand the real problem, okay? And it's the extremisms, all right? It's the extremisms that we have to make sure do not gain the power and influence that hurts everybody else, okay? Whether we're talking about Zionist, Christian nationalist, far Islamic extremists, MAGA, just saying, we got to make sure we are keeping that clear in our minds. Anyway, let me know what you think. Till next time, peace, Clear Talk. I'm out.